Hello, good day everyone. So today we will be continuing our discussion and let's discuss about audio-visual material. An education system is explicitly based on the quest what to teach and how to teach. What to teach means material and how to teach implies teaching methodology. The quality of education is largely depends upon the quality of teachers and the teaching learning resources available for the system. Audio aids are also called instructional material. Audio literally means hearing and visual means that which is found by seeing. So all such aids which try to make the knowledge clear to us through our sense are called audio-visual aids or instructional material. So what is audio-visual material? So audio-visual material can contribute to much in teaching and research by stimulating interest, providing valuable information, and expecting the horizon of experience. So audio-visual materials are those things can be understood by visual aspects of anything. So according to the Librarian Glossary of 1987, audiovisual materials as non-book material like tapes, slides, films, which are renewed and resent rather than read books. So Dyke in 1993 defined audiovisual resources are those materials which do not depend solely upon reading to convey meaning and present information through the sense of hearing as audio resources or through a combination of both senses. So we have a popular saying about the audiovisual material. When I hear, I forget. When I see, I remember. When I do, I understood. Because people generally remember 10% of what they read, 20% what they hear, 30% what they see, 50% of what they hear and see, and 70% of what they say. Lastly, 90% of what they say as they do, I think. So what are the functions of audiovisual materials? First, they supply a concrete basis for conceptual thinking and hence reduce meaningless word response of students. Second, they have high degree of interest for students. Third, they make learning more permanent. Fourth, they offer a reality of experience which stimulates self-activity on the part of the pupil. Fifth, develop continuity of though this is especially true of motion pictures. Sixth, they provide experience not easily obtained through other materials and contribute to the efficiency, depth, and variety of learning.
So now, let's discuss the three types of audio-visual materials. First is the audio, second is the visual, and the third is the audio-visual. First is the audio. In audio, we have recording and radio broadcast. Recording, these may come in cassettes or CDs. They are important content evidence communication, decisions, actions, or history. Radio broadcast is a transmission of radio programs, can be live or tape. This cannot only convey information in an existing place, but it also spreads from one place to another. By this, everyone can hear, listen, and etc. The second one is the visual. In visual, we have bulletin board and posters. Bulletin board is a form of displaying information on board. This can convey a variety of information from meeting announcement and etc. This is actually found in schools and offices. Posters. Posters is a form of displaying information using text and pictures. They are designed to be both eye-catching and informative. People use this for advertisement and other group through that need communication, such as job hiring and lost and found stuff. The third one is the audiovisual. In audiovisual, we have motion picture videos and films. Motion picture videos are videos of sounds mixed with motions and images. It is either slideshows and presentation of images with audio. Films. Films are large sequences of animated sounds, culture, and it can affect them. This is actually considered to be an important form source of popular entertainment and powerful medium for education. So now, let's proceed to the guidelines of audiovisual materials in learning and teaching. First is pictures or images should be small as possible. Small images are more friendly than larger images. The second one is always provide alternative content because we will not know if the files or videos will get lost. So, be ready for an alternative content that are related to the main content. The third one is check copyright. Always search for the author to avoid bad consequences. Fourth one is use MP4 format with a size of 640 by 400 with a speed of 500 kbps. The fifth one is provide transcript for audio and video files. Lastly, save audio files in mono format. So now, let's talk about the uses of audiovisual materials. First, it stimulates interest and emphasis through audiovisual materials. Students will be more focused and interested because they direct their attention to films that are animated videos. Second one is it promotes efficiency. Audiovisual materials can help shape a person's knowledge as well as his or her individuality. It can improve his or her memory and widen its interpretations. Lastly, it clarifies subject matter or topic. Reading text not only helps students understand the whole context, they need guidance because not all interpretations are right. So, audiovisual materials help students correct wrong interpretation. So now let's talk about the advantage of using audiovisual materials in teaching. First, it provides diverse teaching techniques in learning. Using audiovisual materials can let teachers think of any other ways of teaching. The second one, it simplify and clarify complex topics. The third one, allows students learn at their own pace. Fourth, it can be reused. And lastly, reduce the quantity to ask questions.
So after discussing the advantages of using audiovisual materials in teaching, now we will talk about the disadvantages of using audiovisual materials in teaching. Number one, it requires correct use. So if you don't have enough knowledge on how to use this, the file might be lost or worse, it might be deleted. Number two, not all concepts can be taught. Number three, should only includes images that are unfit for board. So there are some audio materials that are placed and not connected or related to the concept. So be careful in choosing a file. Number five, to prepare it, good pronunciation is needed. So we must learn how to pronounce words correctly in order for the listeners to learn and understand what we are trying to say. Number six, difficult to understand for children. So in this case, we need the guidance of parents or teachers in order to expound the ideas that is given to them, in order for them to understand the content. So number seven, it requires good internet connection. So not all cities here in our province have good internet connection. So we need good internet connection in order to understand the content. So lastly, proper equipment is required. So we need laptops, cell phones, or any gadgets. So now we will talk about the ways to use audio for support learning. Number 1, unit podcasts. Podcasts can be used to provide information in a fun and entertaining way to extend the students' learning with critical links between content areas. Number 2, live online discussion. Number 3, interviews with the subject matter. And 4, students recording. So in order for the students to recall the learning or the discussion. And 4, recordings to public lectures. 7, to exemplify abstract concept. 8, to demonstrate 3D models. 9, to demonstrate time passage. And 10, to demonstrate decision making. And 11, to summarize. So now I will share to you some apps for creating a video. So we have first the Audacity to record and arrange videos. Second is GarageBand to record and edit sounds. And third is the Windows Media to record and edit videos. So next, we also have an application for editing. First is the Windows Media Maker. It is free and used for editing. Second is the Virtual DJ. It is used to edit sounds or videos. And lastly, the QuickTime Pro. It is used to edit video software. So lastly, we have an app for publishing. So we have YouTube, Vimeo, or SlideShare.
To sum up audio-visual material, first, audio-visual material are very useful for teaching process. Second, audio-visual material are great tools to cut the audience attention. Third, it is important to use variety of teaching methods for students with varying preferences. Fourth, an audio-visual material should also not distract a student from learning experience.